Prime the carb. See it squirting. Handy little stand. Mostly made out of an old John Deere cultivator. Got the crazy wheels on it, so it's easy to turn. More John Deere iron. These galvanized pieces were, I believe, for a grain bin. Made the battery tray out of them. And that is the rear axle out of a GM H-body car, I think. Some junk 80s front wheel drive cars. But it does work good for doing goofy stuff like that. And it's real easy to roll around. That's the biggest deal. Because the whole world isn't concreted. You gotta roll it through the gravel and the dirt and the grass. Well, hopefully I'll have it running here in a day or two. Well, I ran into another problem. Water pump is cast too thick. When the bolt was in, you couldn't get a socket on it. So I had to grind for clearance. That one back inside there. And that one right there. That's the only one that cleared. That's clearance now, I need to put it on. And hopefully soon here it'll be running. Here's another problem I ran into. Look how thick that is. I'm putting a bevel on it so it's not so difficult to get the hose on. There's no way you could get that hose over that. And if you did, you'd probably never get it off. At least without ruining the hose. Yeah, I got the hose part of the water pump modified. Yeah, I shouldn't have any problem putting the hose on. It looks way better. And getting it back off, since it's on the engine stand, it's not going to be on there permanently. Maybe retouch it up with some paint. It should be good to go. Getting ready to fire this up. Not quite, but pretty close. Still needs water in it. Still needs oil in it. Still need to prime it with oil. Use a dummy distributor. Got some mufflers I'm going to shove in the ends of there. Quiet it down a little bit. Got the carbs on. Distributor's in. We just have to come back out to dump the oil in and prime it. I gotta make sure it's sitting on number 1, which it should be, but probably pull the valve cover off and see which valves are open. And that'll tell you if it's on 1 or 6. And I also need to go get some gasoline. Maybe something to eat when I do that. I'll be back. Alright, well, we're getting closer. Full water. If I can't see that, but there you can see it. And it's full of oil. Got the dummy distributor in. Ready to prime it. See what it does. Well, it's holding 60 pounds oil pressure, so that's pretty good. Now I just have to make sure nothing's leaking. Looks dry there. Nothing on the floor, so that's a good sign. I'll probably put the distributor back in. Make sure it's on 1 or 6. It should be on 1, but never hurts to check. You don't need to be grinding around, pop banging, booming it before it starts. Cam needs to break in correctly. It needs to fire right off. So we'll be back. Okay, got the valve cover loose. You can see number 5 exhaust is open. So you adjust the number 5 exhaust when it's on 6, so that makes it on number 1. So now I know for sure. Okay, the battery's hooked up. Check, see if we got a spark. We got spark. So, tighten the distributor down. And gasoline's about the only thing left. So I gotta run to town to get some. We'll use some 91 octane or better. So I'll be back. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Got the fuel. Got a fan in case it starts getting warm. Battery's hooked up. Starter button's hooked up. Prime the carb. See it squirting. Got those mufflers somewhat shoved in the headers. Hopefully I quiet it down a little bit. Wired together so they don't fall out. Plug wires on, distributor's in. Should be ready to go here in a second.